You sure do like to share your opinions, talking big like somebody's listening. Nobody's listening.
Smack, smack, smack! Oh!
Hit the ignition. Now you listen. Hop up in the window. Smaller and smaller you fade down. Hop up in the window.
Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Movie Monday. So this week's movie is The Italian Job. When I first put this on my list, I was putting on the 2003 version because I didn't know there were two versions of it. I had no idea. I've seen this movie or movies referenced in multiple different ways across YouTube videos, social media, or whatever. Not even necessarily like movie-related videos. Just like generally, people like to reference The Italian Job, and I've never seen it. You know, it's one of those films that I should have seen, but I've never seen. So now I'm going to see both of them. I'm going to see the original first. When I saw the original had Michael Caine in it, and it's a British movie, I thought to myself, you know what? That's my cup of tea. Because I live in England, so I have a bias towards movies that take place. It doesn't take place in England, it takes place in Italy. But still, I have a bias towards British movies. I really like British movies quite a lot. So I thought to myself, okay, I'll watch 03 later. So next week, we might be watching 2003. If it's not next week, it'll be like another week. But we're going to watch that as well. But I thought to myself, why should I watch the remake if I don't watch the original first? So let me watch the original first. Then the remake afterwards, not in the same video obviously. I heard both are good. From what I've heard, both of them are very good. Both of them are pretty decent. So Charlie's got a job. He's only just left prison and he's attempting a risky job in Torino, Italy. So yeah, directly under the nose of their mafia. Things just escalated a little bit. So yeah, they've got 3 Mini Coopers, very British that, and a bus. I hope it's a red double-decker, then that makes it even more British. To steal a fortune in gold. The hopes to attract Torino to a standstill and escape the chaos. Another synopsis says, a comic caper movie about a plan to steal a gold shipment from the streets of Turin by creating a traffic jam. Interesting. Interesting, I shall watch it. That's a nice car. I'm actually a big fan of Michael Caine, but all the films I've seen of him, he's an old guy. He's, you know, his recent self, last 10, 20 years maybe. I mean, like, I've seen movies that from before that, but like, most of the movies that I've seen of him I've seen in the last 20 years, and obviously he's older. I've not really seen young Michael Caine before. So I'm a big fan of him, the older him. So I'm sure I'm still going to be a big fan of his younger self. So I'm looking forward to this. Nice credits to start with. Did they just kill him? I think they just killed him. Well, they even got the funeral arrangements ready. Okay, now that's just overkill. That's, come on. This is Michael Caine getting out of prison. I'm assuming what they just showed us was the mafia. I think they're just showing the mafia killing someone. I think. It's just showing how dangerous they are. And they're meant to do a heist under their noses. This is just me speculating.
That's all I care.
How bad a prisoner is he? Did I want to see him again? He has her waiting for him. Nan 404D.
You're the last person I expected to see, Lorna.
Oh, Charlie, I've been counting the days.
Have you?
This car belongs to the Pakistani ambassador.
So I'm guessing she's a criminal too, right?
I do believe you put on a little weight.
Yes, well, I've been in America, you see. It's the,
Hear what it sounds.
Looks like something James Bond would drive.
I gather you've been in India for about...
Yes,
shooting tigers.
I know he's lying, but I'm not a fan of shooting tigers. I would have slapped him there and then for telling us he's shooting tigers. What's going on here?
Now, what would you like?
Everything.
He can't even walk after that. Oh, his luck may have run out.
In the Alps, in a cockland.
There goes the job then.
But at least that explains who died and why.
One didn't have time to complete.
There, you must find them back in to do the job. You must, Charlie. Because it is a work of genius.
Right, I'm sure it is. That's why you died.
$4 million.
It's tempting. It's tempting. I still wouldn't do it.
It leaves Turin Airport. Never carries less than $4 million. Its destination. The convoy has to travel through one of the busiest traffic systems,
I see.
which is controlled by television cameras. The Turin Traffic Control Center. And get into this room, Charlie, will cause the biggest traffic jam in the history of the
I
world.
see.
Escape on the only route out of the city which is now blocked up with traffic. Within just 2 hours, you will be over the Alps and into Switzerland. Within 3, you'll have the money safe and sound in a Geneva bank.
This plan could go wrong in so many ways, but it could be genius. It could be genius. But you're telling me there's one, if they cause this traffic jam, right, there's one route out of the city that happens to be free and non-trafficky. And surely if people knew about this route, they'd all take it as well, right? I mean, obviously not everyone that's traveling is going to be like leaving the city, but still they might use that route to go somewhere. I'm overthinking. It's just a movie, David. Just relax and watch the movie.
Mr. Bridger's very worried about the economy of the country.
Tell Bridger this is a foreign job to help with this country's balance of payments.
Bit dodgy at the moment.
I agree, Fulham is quite dodgy. Not much has changed in 50 years. What on earth is this guy? What is happening? This is a prisoner, right? What's going on? I've been in hotels that don't treat you this nicely.
Got a job lined up.
Get out.
So how did he get in that toilet? Like, how's he got in here?
Take it to the Americans. Good night, young talent.
A toilet was broken into. Which to an Englishman, are safe.
To an Englishman, yeah? Just to an Englishman.
I've never seen him before in my life.
At least he's willing to hire them.
I don't want him killed.
A good going over.
The Illustrated London News. The picture of the Queen in it, sir.
I think he loves the Queen. I think he loves the Queen. Damn, that's crazy. What just happened?
Had 3 birds in here.
You didn't mind at the hotel, did you?
That was your coming out present.
Yeah. Morning, lads.
Hello, Croker. You come with Mr. Bridger's compliments.
I see. They've come to beat him up.
Here, fella, with no trousers on. Would you? Okay, then put them on.
So why would he run into there? Like, of all the places to run to, he ran into the lady, into the toilet. In the Did he want to escape?
I want you to see him again. Chinese are giving Fiat 4 who can handle it. Got everything going for it. In a football match in Turin the day before the delivery. England versus Italy. English supporters wandering about to cover.
You know what? That's actually really good cover. That's actually really good cover. How convenient that that game is at that specific day, the day before.
Was discovered, been quite obscene, with a net. This is a net.
Till you see them Italian birds.
Are they big? I like them big.
They're enormous.
Really?
Very, very, very big.
We are about to do a job.
I'm looking at this table and I'm thinking to myself, It's actually a lot of people to share £4 million in between. I'm just saying.
Rosa?
His name is Rosa. His name is Rosa, right. Yellow.
The only way to get through it is we all work together as a team.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
You're meant to use your brakes, Chris.
Terribly sorry, Charles.
What do you mean?
This is going well then.
There is accidents, Mr. Bridger.
Go.
Well, that was not an accident in fairness.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
I have seen that clip before. I've seen that exact clip before. Now I have context. It's amazing when you see something, a clip from something, and you finally see the movie or show that it's in, and you finally get the full context to it. It makes it even better. It's like a void in my life has been filled.
Attack has to be made in this square. Must be completed inside of 3 minutes.
Really got this whole plan figured out, huh? I really wonder how it's gonna go wrong. I mean, I'm gonna say they probably are successful in doing what they do. That's what I'm expecting. It's like a comedic, lighter tone movie, so I don't expect it to end in like a dark way. But I'm imagining there'll be a few things that go wrong along the way, so I'm very excited to see how that goes down.
All ready to go, Croker?
Yes, Mr. Bridger.
The plans have been worked out to the last detail. Croker, you've overlooked one thing. The Mafia. They'll be waiting for you.
The Mafia was not in his plan.
Not over there, Court. Got that smashed up my cars.
Practice makes perfect, Mr. Bridger.
You pick 'em, don't you?
Dave, take
They've got a reasonable collection of vehicles here.
What do you think this is, a Sunday school outing?
He probably thinks it's an outing to find some big women. They know about this as well then.
6 weeks ago, do you mind if I show you how?
That's a direct threat, my friend. Ah, they're gonna bulldoze the cars off the mountain.
The gold arrives tomorrow. Can pick it up like a bunch of groceries in the supermarket.
Yes, he does, yes. Well, there goes the second car. Yep, just get in there.
Pretty car.
This guy's a little bit creepy.
Paid for?
The way he turns around and smiles and talks. I don't know what it is, but it freaks me out a little bit. Oh, there you go. They cut that a little bit. They actually did that, right? It looked like they actually did that. I feel like that'd be a lot more dramatic if they faked that, did effects. They actually got an actual bulldozer and demolished some cars. Because that's until they made that little cut and then it falls off a cliff. I feel like it took them a while to get it off the cliff. I appreciate practical stunts, so you know it was. I just feel like looking at that clip, I thought to myself, they actually did that.
If you kill us. There are 250,000 Italians in Britain. They'll be made to suffer. Every restaurant, cafe, gambling den and nightclub. London, Liverpool and Glasgow will be smashed. We'll drive them into the sea.
Is that threat going to work?
It's a long walk back to England. It's that way.
So what about the other 3 cars and 2 buses?
Our American cousin.
That there are Americans also working with the Mafia. As if that worked just like that. All you gotta do is throw a bicycle at a generator. Plan's going well.
We must assume they're here.
So they've changed out the thing there.
Hi, Charlie. Why?
Because you're a liability.
Well, there's the gold.
They'll tear us apart.
True.
You care?
It's getting her out because He's just looking out for her safety, which makes sense. Just in case it goes wrong with the mafia, kind of tells me he's not completely confident.
This country, they drive on the wrong side of the road.
Yes, I agree. We got it right in the UK and Australia and some parts of Asia. I'm gonna pretend to just watch that. Look at his face, man. Those are some really small bars of gold. Reminds me of chocolate for some reason. Gold chocolate bar. So he's been arrested for assault.
You are not going to be sick. You're not going to have your migraine.
Me in the back of the motor with my asthma.
One more word out of you are.
But he has asthma. It's a very golden, conveniently golden truck as well. I don't know why I called it a truck. It's a van. It's quite literally a van, David. Bloody hell, they got a tank protecting it. If you offered me $1 billion, I still wouldn't do it. The price of freedom is more. I don't want to go to jail. Plus, I grew up a Christian, so I have some sort of morals, I believe. They're going to be part of the convoy.
Okay, let's go.
I'll tell you what, they got some proper classic cars in this film. I mean, they weren't classic when this film was made, but they're certainly classic now. I would take one look at that tank and think, I'm not built for this. I'd get out the car and run. I am not involved in this heist, and I shall leave. Ah, yeah, okay, I see what he's doing. Oh, look, there's a red bus. So they backed into traffic lights a little bit.
We lost the convoy.
They've even caused a tram jam. A tram traffic jam. No, tram jam sounds better. Tram jam. They've now separated the convoy. Right, I still don't know what the plan is exactly. And what I mean is, like, I kind of get what the plan is. But how are they dealing with the tank? And the military men, the soldiers that are there? How are they stealing without getting shot? 4 million on the line and people arguing in the back like kids.
No one talks anymore except me.
Were they meant to get in front of it earlier? How does this help against tank fire? Creative, theatric. It's a water cannon. I thought that tank shot out actual weapons. I mean, water cannons can kill you, actually, in fairness. But I overestimated what that tank could do. So that's my bad. This is why you just watch the film and just not overthink. You know what? They have surprised me. That worked a lot better than I thought it would. They might want to hurry up. Don't stare at the door. Load the car and drive out. I've turned into Michael Caine now. Even I'm frustrated at these clowns. Damaging their own stuff. They know how much that gold is worth.
Get your finger out, will you?
Good cover, to be fair. They are a little bit late, these guys.
Happy, you stupid bastards? We won, didn't we?
Interesting escape route. And nobody's gonna report that, right?
I could eat a horse.
So that guy was just conveniently there doing a job. That made the floor slippery. To be fair, I said it was a perfect disguise, but that could also... The Mafia know it's English people doing it, so... That's why I would think, okay, maybe it might not be a good idea as a disguise. So the only vehicle not being chased is the vehicle that has no gold in it. I'm actually a big fan of chase scenes. Like, I love chase scenes in movies. I didn't realize this movie had one, but it kind of makes sense considering it's a heist movie. I'm having a lot of fun watching this. This might be my favorite part of the movie. It's crazy how much chase scenes have actually evolved over the years, right? Because I'm watching this and I'm just like, this is incredible. You watch a chase scene now in 2025 and it's still incredible. There's always a way to make it good and special. The police are just like, what just happened? Oh, that was pretty clever, that. Fair enough. He's in a bit of trouble getting down. Once again. What's going on? He's got some riz. No, he hasn't.
I'm putting your foot down, Tony. They're really getting rather close.
That's a very British response to this type of situation. Considering how incompetent this team has been throughout this whole heist, I'm surprised they pulled off this drive so well.
They planned this jam, they must have planned a way out.
The Mafia guy is smart. Very smart.
You might make an effort to keep up with the others, Tony.
All right, all right. Here, make a wish.
This guy looks like someone who's losing his job tomorrow. Well, this is like a nice Sunday drive. Now imagine this as a theme park experience. Think about it. A chase scene, but it's a roller coaster. And you go through water and nah, never mind. Ignore my creativity, guys. That's not as creative. The police don't like theme parks. That's what's happened there. I don't like theme parks either, so I don't know why I'm talking. Roller coasters terrify me. It's a pretty clever route, to be fair. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Let me guess, the car hits the gate. Oh, they closed the gate, even better.
Done what, Keats?
The job, sir!
Have they? Have they gotten out of Italy yet? Haven't seen a prison this jolly since the one in Paddington 2. Will those ramps even stay on? Oh wow, they did it without crashing it. I know it's a movie, but that doesn't look like enough space for 3 cars. So look, that's 2 cars right there. Society.
Okay, hang on.
There you go. That was like watching, you know, in football when someone makes like a solo run and they do everything right except the finish. They just mess up the actual scoring of the goal. That's what that felt like until they got the car in. Yeah, but isn't this also the road where the other guy died? The door's still open. Is this going to be a classic case of celebrating too early? That's why the door's open. Well, that's a bit sad. Did they actually do this as well? He's enjoying driving this bus, isn't he, this guy? There you go. That one blew up. Which makes you think even more that they actually did that, because surely if that was all effects, they would have made them all blow up. Maybe be a bit more careful with the gold, guys. The fact of having so much fun just makes me paranoid that something's gonna go wrong. Like, look at this, man. It's just like everyone's flying about in the back. The gold is loose, and this driver's just laughing his way down. But look, Michael Caine's character doesn't look worried or alarmed, so to be fair, he's not okay. Celebrating too early, brilliant.
Slowly. Move.
I'm surprised he's not telling someone to bring the gold over.
Have to get it back.
Why are they all moving this way? Are they all idiots?
Get back, get.
Now the gold's moving away.
It's back as far as you can go.
So now what?
Hang on a minute, lads. I've got a great idea.
There's nice music playing again. What does that mean? It just ends there. It just ends there. So what happens? I'm just looking at the bus to see if it falls. That's a nice thank you message. Nah, there's not even like a... I don't know how to feel after that. You know, I'm gonna go on Google right now. You can't see me. Actually, you probably can't see me go on Google. Nah, actually, nah. You know what? I'm just gonna Google it on my phone, alright? Italian job. 19. According to Google, and this is according to Screen Rant, similar to Godwin's explanation, Caine's involved emptying the tank. Caine's plan involved emptying the fuel tank to balance out the weight and level the teetering bus. Caine explained, I crawl up, switch on the engine, stay there for 4 hours until the petrol runs out. The van bounces back up so we can all get out. But then the gold goes over. I'm now reading The Guardian because that's not satisfying enough for me. According to Godwin, the great idea would have come in 3 stages. First, the coach would have to be stabilized by breaking the windows. Then the fuel tank at the rear of the vehicle would have to be emptied by running the engine. And finally, a gang member would be allowed out of the coach in order to stabilize the front end with rocks. So, do they get the money or not? They also referenced the previous one because Michael Caine said it in an interview or whatever. They basically do a summary. Caine's idea is flawed in only one respect, in that it saves the gang but dumpster gold. Exactly. By contrast, Godwin's more complicated, nuanced approach assures that the bank robbers are able to escape the coach while keeping the loot. An ingenious plan that won him the prize of a 3-night stay in Turin. And that's what I call happy ending. You know what? I've had enough. I need to watch a YouTube video or something, because that ending left me thinking, like, really? They ended it there? They ended it there? It was a great film, and I feel like, to be honest, despite my reaction to the ending, that was probably a very fitting ending to this type of movie, with the tone and everything, and the characters. It was a very fitting ending, in fairness. So, yeah, I'm just going to imagine that either they get caught or they get away. But the coach doesn't go over. Or it does. But I don't think they die or anything. But it would be funny if, like, oh, they went through all of that, did the heist perfectly, but because of some stupid driving and celebrating too early, they hang off the edge of a cliff. To get it all right and do that, I would love to see the face of the guy in prison. I would love to see the guy's face to hear that. But, yeah. That's actually, it's like a... Like the Guardian described, it's like a riddle, that. It's like a riddle. How do you solve that problem? It's actually quite funny, though, to be fair. So how does the remake, I assume American remake, because it's got Mark Wahlberg in it, how does the remake weigh up to this one? I guess we'll find out very, very soon. All that for 4 million shared between how many people? This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. By the way, the movie, I'm going to rate it a 9.1 out of 10. I had a great time. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And goodbye. This ending has flabbergasted me so much, I forgot my own outro. See you later.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it